Hey everybody, Dreadicus back with a little bit more of Astroneer for you. Still kind of the holidays, so I'm still sporting the hat. Probably be the last one with the hat, because the holidays are pretty much about over. But it's a good holiday from me. Hope it was for you. Even if you don't celebrate, you don't have to. It's supposed to be a good time by everyone for everyone. If only it could be that way, right? Anyway, we're going to get into some Astroneer. I'm going to show off a few things I've been working on. A Rover Racetrack, a Mountaintop Base, which you've probably seen before, but put a little more work into and leveled a bit more mountaintop. And yeah, show it off to you. Show off the base that I have, and just put a polish on things here for you. Okay, so pop into the game. Get a little game audio too. If you've been watching before, you've seen that I have two satellites. One got bugged and is upside down and can't be moved. And so I went and found another one and got it to the base, and then spent an ungodly amount of time getting it into the right place so I could plug it in with a cart, which I found out, hey, carts are the only way you can move them around. Something else I found out, if you build a, this is odd too, don't know if anyone's noticed it before, but if you build a one seat at the vehicle base into your vehicle, you can't remove it later on. But if you build an empty platform, vehicle, rover, and build a one seat at your printer and put it on, you seem to be able to pull the seat off later. Something we've kind of figured out, me and some friends of mine playing, watching what they do and what's happening in their games, and going, hey, wait a minute. So I find that to be kind of true in my game here. This is a rover I built at the printer platform, or not the printer platform, the vehicle platform with a seat. I can't click on it to move it. I guess the ultimate test would be to put a seat on the back that I print, right? Just to prove it all. I might do that. Two compound? If I get some compound together, I'll throw it together to show you. Anyway, the things I was going to show you guys. Let's see. And gals. And whatever. Let's see. So I got a spaceship ready to go. I gotta lie, or not lie, and say that I've already hopped off planet real quick and built a small base on the exotic world, which I will pop off to and check out. I don't really need anything else there. I've already made 2 trips to dump off a lot of compounds and materials and pre-builts. So I'm just going to take me and an empty ship. That way I can transport things back if I want. And of course, if you've been watching, you see that I have a 3-truck rover setup with a mostly empty one with a winch in the back. I use those empty spots for research, and you can also plug on the truck. You can plug research in the front and back to tow it back. And then I tow along a little rover, kind of like a scout rover that I can detach, that has wind and solar. Little boy versions of the big boy versions on the truck. Solar, wind, solar, wind, solar, wind, solar, wind. So everybody is getting a charge on in the truck convoy. Then I got another separate rover. That's like the typical build is solar and wind. With that, you're pretty much never going to run out. A sure-proof way of never running out is to have a bio and something else at the generator so it can eat bio. You know what? The bio just always is using itself up even if you don't need it on a generator. So I find this setup pretty much feeds all my energy needs pretty much all the time. At least to scoot around and drive. I'm trying to suck it down to build something. You need that truck convoy. And if you can look at all that energy bar I got right there, counting the scooter, and then 2 solar and 2 wind driving it, all that together is just walking energy to go and dig around. And I've got the crane and drill bit, which I've said before, seems pretty freaking useless. I think they need to explain to us why we would ever use this. Because I can't seem to aim it too well other than down. Like I can't aim it up in the air. Like maybe if there was a mountain nearby it would adjust. I haven't tested that, but it's just weird. I can do this and that in and out with the arm from looking at it overhead. If I look sideways, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't moves the arm. It doesn't let me do like any kind of up and down motion. So, and from here, I can't up and down it. It just doesn't go up. It just goes in. So, alrighty then. So that's the truck set up, and it's pretty sweet. And I'm stuck. Also, let me put the crane out facing this way, and maybe I won't get stuck. That worked a little better. The game is still very jumpy in that effect, with vehicles particularly. And yes, I am going to have to stop for just a minute. Alright, and we're back, part 2 of the Rover Racetrack, Mountaintop Base, and more. I was just showing off some of the base stuff. Had a quick phone call. Got to be a little more prepared for these streams, but I had an important phone call I had to take, quick take. And I had to take it, so I did. So anyway, I was pushing this truck back in to attach it because of me jumping in and out, it got detached. So quickly, we're going to drive around and show you stuff. Get this rover action going here. Looks like the rover is somehow dug into the ground. That's always lovely to have happen to your rover. I don't know how that happens. And we're off. So, there's my mountaintop base. As you can see, I have demolished an entire mountaintop. Yes, that used to stretch to, if you're looking on the screen with the pointer, is way like up here. And like that, you know. Big, big mountaintop. I'll be up there in a minute and show you. To the racetrack, which was lit. I'm missing a car that fell through the ground into a tunnel way below, and I just haven't spent the time to fetch it. We'll probably hear it banging around as we race here. You'd be like, what's that noise? It's the car. It's why it's a little jerky right here. I have to go dig it up because it's not jerky before the car went disappearing. I have to find it and dig it up. It was just an empty car that I had with a big battery on it and a solar panel to. I was like, yeah, I put something here to light the track up. Keep it lit up when I didn't have a car racing on it, but lo and behold, the frickin' thing fell through. So that's why it's jerky right here, and you can't get a good idea of how cool this track is to run around. So I'll have to go dig that up. As you can see, I have an underground tunnel built, a track system, tethers the whole way around. I'm gonna go get that car unstuck and take it back to base, because it's gonna wind up turning into one of my race cars. Some friends load up in my game and play with me, and we'll drive around. It's kind of tight. You're like, how you get 4 people in there? There's places you can wreck people. Things can happen. Don't always have to be 4 wide in NASCAR, you know. I think, you know, Formula racing is a little more what I'm thinking about anyhow. So, I kept it together. So you get a little wide. You get wide and pass people. Race around again here. Hear that car banging around. And around we go. Yeah, figured out you can put the lights on the roof so you don't have some obstacle to run over as you're driving through it. Out to the ramp and the slide to the left. No, I left turn too soon. And we'll leave. So I'm gonna fix that. I'll have some friends race around the track with me. And that's gonna probably encourage me to make a bigger track or connect that and drive it through the mountain and connect to this probably before it's over. That would be fun. So I'll figure it out and have that ready. As you can see, the game has rendered back tons of ground that I have deleted, and then it de-renders it when I get close enough. This should go away. Curious if it will or not. It did finally. It's like last time, it just shit lingers. There's some things they gotta work on. Still thinks there's a tunnel system here. There isn't. Shit's hanging from the sky. There isn't. It more or less properly kept track of what I deleted this time. Me taking a look. I think some of that white snow up at the top should be sheared straight up, and it just can't take it away because I'm not high enough up anymore for it to render it away. So yeah, I took a mountaintop away. Almost flew off a mountaintop there. Little mountain base. I'm gonna put some energies down and so I can have a lot of power up here. And again, I goofed and stupidly put this on the wrong side of the habitat because, as I've pointed out before, the habitat's where the energy problem lines up as far as things not pushing back or forward through it to it. So I got a storm coming this way. See if I can outrace it. Actually, not sure. You know, I've never really stayed in a vehicle during a storm. I've always just gotten out and been like, oh god, I better get out and dig a hole. It's like I did outrace it to some degree. It's just now getting over my mountain base there. Hurry up, get there, and like hop out and look at it. I did learn, I just try to park all vehicles close enough to base to tether. That seems to stop the screwing up of them falling through the ground and disappearing by the time you get back to your game. So it looks like it missed my mountaintop. That's weird. You can see the shadow of the sun setting on it. That was the whole reason that I cut the fucker down in the first place. Excuse me. Don't excuse me. Yes, there's a mountain rise into the sky. I need to finish it. Working on that too. I ripped it down so this base here could get sunlight, because when I was first building it, the sun would rise up and it would take a bit of the game time of a day because the mountain was in the way. I'd see sunlight wrapping around the mountain and over there, and you know. So I decided to deal with it. So, and I did. So, real quick, we'll hop out. Whoosh. Show you what's up. Into space we go. Didn't need the extra sound effects, but hey, got them, courtesy me. It might even be my exotic world over there floating close by in orbit. Sometimes worlds take a while for you to be able to get to them. So if I twist around, I can look at my own home planet. And you can see my spots over there I've checked out with beacons. We're going to go to the planet view. Apparently nothing is in range, as interesting as it looked. The arid one is moving, and I haven't been to the arid world. I've landed on my Baron and taken back off. The Baron's like your moon. So it's basically a typical, kind of almost our solar system layout. The closest planet is irradiated. It's different from Mercury, but it's so close to the sun, it's plastered. I need to land on it. People told me it's pretty cool because the sun's right in your face. Then the next is arid, which I landed on for a little bit. That's kind of cool. They got these spiked balls that roll over the terrain and can basically whap and kill you. I need to go there and check that out a little closer. There's an alien world I haven't been to yet. The alien world I do want to get to. And of course the world I have a base on. Way the F over there. See if I can world hop. I tried to world hop last time. It didn't seem to make a difference. Like go to one that seemed closer and then go to one that seemed closer. No, didn't seem to work last time. And I have plenty of gas, by the way. That's the purple. I can hop around for a while here. Maybe it did work. I am a bit closer now than I was to. And if I get on that radiator, the way it's rotating, it will probably be there close to. Actually, looks like if I stay here for a moment, I'll get there anyhow. No need to double hop. There. Game reference, quick. Or, hell, game reference, movie reference. Off to exotic. Don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I Hey, look, there's my base handy. Come on, give me globes real quick so I can get there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Off to my part of the planet. And this is really cool. The colors of the planet are cool. The tunnel systems on this world seem more dramatic. I think it's a smaller planet, so the winds on it have carved it up a little more, maybe. So I put my base a little bit away from the landing point, put you in the same spot if you land in one of those points every time. There's the base here. Basically just kind of set it up ready to do things. I got energy of both sorts and a battery ready to go. Got materials. Something I found out here is I could not find compound and resin, which are typical topsoil resources to find. I didn't find any around here anywhere. I had to go in tunnel systems to see any nearby here. Just quickly peek in to see heavier metals like the copper and aluminum. I thought I saw, but I didn't see any compound and resin. Doesn't mean they're not here, but I have not seen them yet. So I brought on some pallets my own, along with some metals made. As you can see, some copper and aluminum. Wolf. Build the base out. Wolf. To build the base out. Yes, I have dogs. You'll have to live with it. And that's the base. And apparently I got some compound here I need to stick back on here since it's so rare. And there you go, folks. A quicker review, and I'm trying to make these videos a little snappier, what I'm doing, especially if it's a one player or I'm doing it one player, of what's happening. I'll hop back to my planet here on Terran, because I'm not ready to be here quite yet. I'm saving this planet time for some co-op time. Bring my friends here and shuttle off here. You can get a 3-seater capsule. I have a 1-seater. You can get a 3-seater capsule built and put on here. You can also, I've found out they fixed and have allowed, you can slap extra habitats on here and a person can ride in a habitat sitting on the platform. So either way you can bring extra people along. You can bring 4, you can bring a 3-seater and a 1-seater and bring 4 people, which is game max anyhow. Or, you know, whatever combination you seem to be able to make. Oh, what world is it? I get to see what world it is. Tundra. Tundra's the one I haven't been to yet. I could go hop there, but I want to. The planets I need to get to are all far away and getting further. Hopping, you can see the radiated world for a moment. I'll hop there, and then probably I can hop to Arid and then get there in a heartbeat. The way it looks. Radiated it is. Whoa, there it is. Yeah, I do want to check that out soon. I want to make bases everywhere I can hop around, obviously, some extensive ones. So, far from exploring everything in this game. And I'm sure more will come out in this game as we go. Where's my Terran? See, now I can't tell which one's my world, because I don't see the moon around it. There it is. Pretty sure that's my world. It was behind there anyhow. If the orbits are correct every time and it keeps the orbit right, my world was behind the Arid world earlier. And there it is. There's the barren moon circling it. So that's correct. They don't mess the orbit up every time you go to space. So you can do the planet hop like I just did. And skip around to get where you need to go if you don't want to wait for it to get there. If you have the fuel to do it. Off to Terran I go. Then you get to see how it is to plot back on your own base. There's something of mine. Those look like beacons. Yep, those are beacons. So the bigger the planet, obviously, the more landing spots you get. The barren moon I only could get 3 on. It's interesting that that's only, I took a lot of snow out. Like I took a mountaintop out, probably bigger than that all on my own. That's interesting. I'll have to rover around to one of these mountain points and see if it's as extensive as the one I cleared. So here comes my base. And my other base, which is weird. I don't know how I could land at the other base. Actually, I can't. It's out in the zone on its own, so I can't quite land there. I can can land in my base area. It's got a weird double circle. Quite what that means yet either. Thankfully, it keeps putting me in the right place. People have told me, well, you can land on your vehicle and goof up. I'm like, I ain't seen that happen yet. So, pop out, reattach everybody. So things don't fly the hell away when I save out and leave. And there you have it. I'll be back with more Astroneer, do some 3 and 4 people co-op soon. And I'm going to do some streaming of some other games I seem to have some folks interested in. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm going to check some other games out, try to get the streaming thing down, keep the videos short and snappy. We do some WoW at times. We do some Vermintide, Torchlight 2, some Gauntlet, some great kind of co-ops types that you can get into and check out for a while. So more to come soon if I have anything to say about it. Thanks for watching.